and it should all light up. And then once you've done that, then we can go to the stage. And I'm just going to put this projector remote back. Then we can go to the stage and turn everything on.
저는 막 키면 앞에서 다 컨트롤할 수 있나 보네요.
Them in the on position, so that there will be a blue light on the back.
오케이.
So the on button is at the bottom, and there will be a blue light on the back.
박스 있어요. 네, 봤어요. 두 개 다 있어요. 양쪽에.
And then just check and see that the monitors are on. I think I just turned them on, so they are already on. There should be green lights on the back. Actually, this one, I'm not really sure why, because I think the other team used it before. It doesn't usually go there. It's just an extra if you need it. But we have these two monitors here, and then the drum set has headphone monitors.
So can we use the drum set as well?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So for the drums, is there anybody who plays drums in your worship team? No?
Yeah, we have one, but not today, John. Not
Oh, okay.
today.
Okay. So they can use these headphones,
Okay.
and
Turn on.
I think the last person might have forgotten, but there are some batteries that go in here,
Oh.
and they need to be taken out every time, otherwise they run out.
Mhm.
So we usually just put the batteries on the stand. But when they're in,
Four,
then there
three.
is a power button, and it looks like, okay, so because the person who was here last didn't take the batteries out,
Okay.
they've run out, but usually there's a green light.
Mhm.
So if you're gonna use the drums, you'll need to bring your own batteries, because the church doesn't have enough. But there will be a green light that goes on here.
How many batteries?
Three.
Two,
That's
Two.
AA to AA.
yeah,
Yes, okay.
Yeah, many people you insert three batteries.
no, just
Two?
two.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one is only for the drum headphone.
So it'll only go through here.
So if we don't use a headphone, that's unnecessary.
No.
Yeah, if you don't use it, then you just forget about it.
Yeah.
Set up. So we set up 4 mics usually. We don't always use them all, but there are 4. We do 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
and they're all labeled. So at the end of your microphone, you'll see vocal 1, 2, or 3. This one is number 3. So it just means that it'll be in that order. So that one is 1, and it's set up. This one is vocal 2, and it's not set up. So when we don't have it set up, we just roll up the cords and put it near the back. And then number 3 is here, and number 4 should be along here. And it's right here. So when we set up the mics, we usually just run the cords along the side. So we like to keep the stage area clear. So if you have any cords, run them around the side and behind the monitors, and then have it set up. So that's why this one has a double cord on it, so that it's long enough to go all the way around here and in front, and have enough cord there.
Number one is for lead.
Might be for piano.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
This
so-
is the number 1. This is
This
the
is-
number 1.
Yeah, this is number 1. This is our best mic, and so usually the leader does use this mic. It just has a better sound to it, but it doesn't matter. The sound person can just adjust the volume on their own. We have a guitar stand here, as well as this one that can hold 3 guitars if you need. The bass amp is right here, and you'll have to bring your own 1/4-inch cord. And
H 코드가 뭐예요?
yeah, so the 1/4-inch cord,
Oh, I
that's
see. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, you
So
call it
So
that
then-
H code. Okay.
the acoustic.
Yeah.
This is acoustic 1, and and that's acoustic too. They're both labeled. And so you can use a DI box
Okay.
from back here and yeah, just plug it in with your 1/4 inch
Okay.
and use that.
Yeah, already connected to the main monitor.
Yeah, so everything is all connected and labeled.
Okay.
So it's all connected back here. So I ask that nobody unplugs anything from here because
Okay.
everything is is already connected to something. And there's so much connected that it's hard to keep track. And so we just
Right.
ask that nobody unplugs anything.
Okay.
Do not turn on it. Just to keep like this. It's on
Yeah,
on.
it'll stay on the whole time.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't think it actually has
Then how
Oh,
can
yeah, it
we
has
control the volume? Each
What do you
from
mean?
the soundboard back there.
Okay,
So it's
yes.
all digital. Yeah. If you need, there's another stand here. I'm going to be cleaning up the cords, and so it won't be so messy later. But yeah, you should have all the cords you need. If you could bring your own 1/4 inch cables, those are the ones that we don't have very many of, and so yeah, just to make sure that you have some. Bring your
We
own.
have some, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And make sure you label your own so
Of
that in case
course,
somebody
yes.
leaves them behind, then
Yeah.
we know that they're yours and we won't use
Okay.
them. We have music stands. Usually there are enough on stage, but if you need more, we keep them
Okay.
up here.
Like that stuff.
And you put them upside down
Okay.
and just put more and more. There are more mic stands back here. Some of them are broken. We haven't gone through those yet, but yeah. So mic stands and music stands.
If we
And
bring
then-
them our church, so we take them as a 쥬빌리채플.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
that.
label.
So
Okay.
you have all your stuff labeled.
Yeah, can
Okay.
we store that here?
그러면 안 될 것 같아요.
It's
We-
pretty messy back here.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
we have
our
our own
own
space.
storage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
No problem.
We
remove it.
will have our
Yeah.
own
Okay.
cabinet for.
remove it. Yeah.
How big is it?
It's, I
inch
think
and-
it's, actually it's 6.5 feet.
And you're hoping to keep the cabinet here at the
Yeah.
church?
Yes, on the second floor.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a,
Yeah.
It's a youth room.
So you'll just keep your stuff in your
Yes.
cabinet. Perfect. That sounds great. And then for the keyboard, we keep our keyboard in here. So you have to set it up every time. All the cords are inside.
Oh,
But if you don't want to use the keyboard, you can use the grand piano.
I prefer using this
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I do too.
But
Okay.
do I have to set up all the time because somebody has been worship this year? So yeah,
Yeah.
it is already installed here. I think.
Sometimes it will be set up, and
Yeah.
sometimes it won't be because
Oh, I see.
we use the grand piano.
Oh, okay. I see.
And so if we don't put the keyboard up, then it'll just be staying right here.
Oh, I see.
Is this mic for the piano? Or
Yeah, for the piano.
Piano accompanist for
이거 써도
See?
되겠네.
I don't like it. Anyways, okay.
So if you can't find all the chords, then they would be back here. So there should be the stand we keep right here.
Okay.
So the piano stand you'll find right there. And then the power cord will be in there. And I think the pedal is too, but then we have another one up here.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it looks like they're both here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see.
So
Pedal
the
and-
pedal and the power cord should be all
I
here.
see. Okay.
And then,
Where can I connect the power
and yeah, so we have this power bar.
Oh yeah,
right here.
power and
So the power, and then
sound.
there's sound.
키보드 이게 어려워.
Keyboard
sure.
is
이렇게 앉아.
number 15.
15, I see.
So
At
it
the
should be over
Latest
here
one,
somewhere.
maybe.
Yeah. So there's one that's labeled keys,
Yeah.
and it is already strung through on this side. So if you're ever looking for it and you can't find it, it'll be one of these chords that are coming out of here. So you can just follow along, and it's the one that says keys.
Oh, keys. Okay.
Keys.
This is for keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where
power.
do I connect to?
So that's you can go straight back into
there?
into a DI box.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah,
a 1/4
yeah.
inch that goes into the
Yeah.
keyboard.
Oh, I see.
So 저희가 안 보여.
Yeah.
네, 연결돼 있어요.
So this one.
이미
연결돼
연결돼
있는데 이거랑 키보드랑 연결하면 된다고.
스테이지.
이 사진.
키보드 연결할 때
Those, back here.
키보드 연결하면서 속에서 한번
So this amp.
아니요, 너.
아니.
너.
키보드에 저걸 연결해야 소리가
얘가 또 연결 키보드를 빼갖고
앰프는 저걸로
여기
나와요. 아니요.
메인에다
이
나온다고.
선에다가 이만.
Oh, it is separate. Oh, whoops.
이거를 여기다 연결을
Yeah.
해가지고
So that'll be.
메인으로
Oh
가는
yeah,
거지.
it is only connected in. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Plug in. Oh, acoustic extension cord.
The electric extension. Because she will position the
yeah.
down.
연결돼 있어요.
연결돼
맞죠?
있어.
네.
The electric.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
그러니까 밑에 내려갈 거잖아요.
For a laundry
여기 올라올
jar?
거예요?
No, I want to play over down the stage, not on the stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is quite long.
Yeah, I mean the electric. Electric gender. 이거 말하네. 갖고 오면 되잖아요.
We will use the extension here. 여기 있어요. 저기 있어요.
Oh, yeah. There should be enough down there. And if you need more extension
여기
cords,
세팅하면 돼요.
then we keep them back here in this box right there. So it's kind of messy, but there's all kinds of extension cords and power bars.
Let's see.
Yeah. Sorry, so you're playing down there? Is everybody playing down there? Or is it just you? Oh, just me. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was sitting here.
Cool. All right. Yeah. I'm
What about
trying to think if there's anything else for the stage, at least.
Is this mic
Wireless.
Oh yeah, that's the wireless mic that we use for the preachers. So we have two options. We have the wireless mic, and you just turn it on by pressing the power button, and it connects back there. Or we have the over-ear mic. So which one do you like better? This one? Okay.
She stands still, so yeah. I can use this one.
Yeah, so I'll show you how to connect all that. So this one just stays up here, and you just press that to turn it on. And yeah, so this also just uses the two batteries. So if, in case it runs out, just again, bring some extra AA batteries to make sure. And then, are there any other questions for on stage?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Any
Do we have to always turn off all of the stuff?
Yeah. So yeah,
Excluding that one, maybe the mix. How can I say mixer?
oh, the monitor?
Yeah, monitor.
Yeah, turn off everything. Right now it's not turned off, but after every Sunday service, just make sure everything is turned off so that there's
keep turn on that.
except the same.
저거는 끄지 말고 항상
Okay.
켜고. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So everything except for the
All speakers should be turned on.
yeah speakers,
Speaker
monitors,
back.
everything.
Yeah.
And after you're done using the keyboard, just put it away as well.
Oh yeah, I see. In the box.
Yeah.
Is that mic always turn on when the system is on?
This one,
I don't think it's turned right now. It's
No.
turned on. No.
it shouldn't be.
But it's
and
not
also
saying enough for
'cause-
that. This.
No, we usually we have it set up so that it goes inside the grand piano when
so
it's
it's for
open.
the instruments.
Yeah, so it's for the
I
grand
see.
piano. But it's just staying here for now.
이거를 쓰면 안 되나?
And then
전자가 더 편해요. 너무 소리가 다 나.
yeah, and then the soundboard is the last. Oh, that one. Sorry, I didn't realize you were looking at that one.
오케이, 하나둘. 하나, 둘, 셋. 1번, 2번, 3번. 좋군요. 근데 지금 여기서만 나가는데도 이렇게 풍성하게 나가네. 좋아요. 여기랑 무슨 나가는 거 같은데 지금. 이 모니터가 있으니까 되게 좋다, 이거가.
Make it
하나,
noise.
둘, 셋.
What's that? I think it's the cord. So usually we keep it in the stand so that it doesn't do that. But it's just the cord that's faulty right now.
모니터가 있으니까 하고 있네.
Yeah.
사실 김혜미쌤 마이크 하나 연결돼요? 피아노 앞으로.
And then for the wireless one,
하나, 둘, 셋.
we call it handheld mic, and so it's handheld one. And so you just, like unmute it and put the volume up, and it should be good. And then to adjust the monitor levels, the piano monitor is the one that's sitting right next to the piano, kind of faced that way. I don't think it's plugged in right now, but it's just the same as adjusting everything else. So you click on this so that the blue light lights up, and then you can unmute everything you need to unmute and change the levels on the faders. And then the lead monitor, it's also labeled up there, but it's the one that's more in the middle. And then backup is the one on the side, on the right. And drums is the one with the headphones. And then if you want to add another one, you can plug it into number 5 on the snake and just set that up. So that's for that extra one if you need it. But we don't like to set it up because it just makes the stage very noisy. So usually we just use the lead and the backup. Unless we're using the grand piano, and then we use the piano one.
Electric means electric guitar? Or?
Electric is
all electric
it's
instruments.
yeah, it's just called that because when this was labeled, it used to be in the area that the electric guitarist would stand, and so it was kind of like an extra one for the back. And so there's a tutorial in the document that I sent, and it just teaches how to use this board. So who will be doing sound? You're doing sound? Okay, awesome. Have you used a digital board before? No? Have you used an analog then? The one that's just, yeah. So it's quite similar, it's just a lot more simple. LR, when this one is lit up, this will control the main speakers. Oh, there's this mic right facing the speaker, so that's why it's giving us that. But
Master volume.
yeah, master volume is right here, and you can use these faders to adjust the volume, and then you can use this. This is the pre-fader, the orange light, and then if you want to adjust anything within
Which
the
light?
channel,
Which light?
the orange one on the bottom.
Yeah. So what
That's-
does it indicate?
That's pre-fader, so it
Pre-fader.
it
so
indicates-
it will fade out.
no, it actually is. So if somebody's talking in this, it shows you
Yeah, volume. Yeah. Power
the
goes up.
how like how
Howling. Yeah.
before you get to the what's the word
It's
like the breaking point, like if it gets
Oh,
to
yeah.
like the yellow,
Too-
you want
too
to
high?
you want to
Okay.
turn this down.
Okay.
But that's not that important.
Okay.
But you can select certain channels and then use that to adjust the gain or the EQ. So you can use all of these to adjust like the sound, the EQ,
Okay.
like that.
width and frequency.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh EQ. Okay. Yes. EQ.
yeah. So yeah, all that. And then this will adjust the gain as well.
So this controls the whole volume of this stage, right?
This just
Individual?
when you select an individual channel, then you're just adjusting that channel.
Okay. I see.
But you can select the entire sound, and that's this main one here.
This is selection.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah. So this main one you can adjust as well.
Oh, okay.
But okay, this is the really important part, is scenes. So what you can do is create your own scene. So once you've adjusted all the levels to your liking, you can press scenes and use this to scroll down and find a number and press store,
Oh, I see.
and you can call it
Jubilee.
Jubilee. Okay. And then every time you turn it on, let's say it was on this other scene,
So
then you can click on Jubilee, press recall, and it'll go to all of your settings.
So all setups are stored in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that can be helpful so that you don't have to adjust the
Yeah.
settings every single time.
좋네.
And all of that should be explained in the video that will be sent as well. It's pretty long, but it's quite helpful. And then when you're turning off, you just need to press the home button. Shut down on here first. So make sure you always shut down on the screen first. And then you can press the power button at the back. Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes.
Yeah. So I really like this one.
비디오 촬영은 어떻게
따로 해야 돼요.
따로 해야
네,
돼요? 안
여기는
되네.
여기 녹음만 된대요.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Are there any other questions about this
네,
setup?
한번 직접 끼고 한번 해보시죠.
그러면 지금 when I touch it here, turn on this button, totally whole thing is turned on.
Turn on
This-
the power button.
No, I mean that when
For the
when
selecting?
yes, I like it.
Yeah, so if you click for this one,
Every mic
it'll
and
do
this whole thing.
everything.
And when I using the bridge time is I want to using the only one. That time is that
Yeah,
microphone
you
select
can
one.
mute everything
Mute
for that
everything.
one. Are you talking about selecting it or muting
Yes,
it?
selecting. I want a one mic selected using the only one.
Use so
Yes,
that
and
you
mic
only get
control.
sound from the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can mute everything. So here, I'll just turn this on again so you can see. So if you only want this one on, you can mute everything and nothing else will have sound except for this one. But if you want to mute all of it, then this one will be on.
And then in this case, and I want to turn on the one, select the one mic.
Yeah.
How can do I?
So just to select one mic, make sure they're all red, and then have the one mic that you want not red. Yeah.
Red means.
Red means
it's
mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And even if some of these are not red and you have all the channels you want, if you press mute here, it'll mute it all. So this is just a very quick mute.
yes.
So you can be, oh, gotta mute everything.
But-
But if you want to keep one thing on, then you would have to go through each one and make sure only that
I
one.
see.
Which one is for this?
두 가지네요.
Hand one.
Hand one.
I
Here.
think it's the
Ah.
same.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's-
Oh no, that's hand two. My bad. Yeah. So the
Okay,
label
hand
will
two.
be the same. Hand
Yes,
two
hand two.
and hand two.
해보세요. 켜가지고. 지금 그냥 거기 있어가지고 어디 가지 말고.
하나, 둘, 셋.
In this case,
요거는
turn
Yeah.
off.
So that's all muted.
하나, 둘, 셋. 오케이.
네. 해보세요.
하나, 둘,
오케이.
셋.
Yeah.
하나, 둘, 셋. 둘, 셋.
Yeah.
테스트.
Somebody using the time is turn blinking here.
Oh yeah. So this is where if you press the pre-fader, you'll see how much signal is coming through.
What is the pre-theater?
Pre-fader is it just shows the signal before it gets to the
High.
yeah.
Peak.
I see. Okay.
So-
before going out.
Yeah.
Through speaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if this was too high and somebody was talking in there, then it would hit this red up here and it would just then you would know it was too loud.
Okay.
But yeah. Does that answer all the questions?
Yes.
Okay, great.
아는 게 없으니까 대신 질문 못하겠네.
Yeah. And did you turn the mic off?
Yes.
Before? Awesome. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite simple. Right.
Yeah.
One more to show me that how can we turn off the.
No, here.
Turn it off?
Yeah, you told me that the
Yeah.
first
So home,
home,
shut down,
shut down.
yes.
Yes.
And
Or
then
going out, and then
the button. When it says it is now safe to turn off, then you can turn it off.
Very good.
Yeah.
어렵다. Not easy.
여기서 하면
Strange.
It is different, yeah.
Can we control the speaker of the gym? In the gym?
The
Only
gym
sanctuary?
is separate.
Separate. Okay, I saw that.
But, oh, this is labeled, so this is actually the aux cord.
Oxygen is the whole cable.
I don't know why it's labeled gym. I don't know. But
Okay.
it's kind of broken, but if you hold it at the right place, then it'll have full sound.
Okay.
So yeah, that's connected to these channels, which is gym. And oh, this is actually important, so I'm gonna hold it up. The soundboard is just on and off all day. So for these channels as well as these channels, they're connected. So you only have to press one for them both to do the same thing. So when you're adjusting the gym one, they'll go together. So just make sure when you're adjusting, you only touch one. Because if you try to touch both, it ruins it. So that's just for the gym and computer one. And it'll do the same thing. So this is computer audio. So if you play something from the computer, that's through this one. And then this is
그럼 짐도 들린다는 거잖아.
auxiliary. And so that's through the one labeled gym. But I might change that to aux.
그죠?
Yeah.
요아실에는 이게 소리가 들립니까?
Yeah, can we hear preaching on the
Inside or
Childcare
somewhere?
room.
In the, yes.
childcare.
Yeah, we can. So that's what this is for. It's a little bit, I think I just need to remember how to do it. So you have to make sure that that this is on. We usually just keep it on, so the blue light. And then there's a speaker in the nursery where you just press the power button and then you put the volume all the way up. And then there's a channel going into this. And you just need to put the volume up on here as well as the main volume and have this turned on. There's a switch there. And it should come in through the nursery.
Okay.
nursery라고 그러는구나.
Yeah. Do you want to try the
한번 저 앞에 가서
마이크 다시
마이크
한번.
한번
Yeah.
체크하면
Here, I'll just
try that.